Introducing Naturally You, a podcast celebrating the unfiltered stories of inspiring women, each one as rare, radiant, and resilient as a natural diamond. We are so excited because today we have special guest Krissy Cela. She is the co-founder of Oner Active and Evolve You, and basically a powerhouse businesswoman, content creator. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. That's such an intro. Thank you.
All the way from LA in the UK.
Pretty much everywhere. Wherever you need me to be, I'm there.
Did you always know, like growing up, that you wanted to be an entrepreneur and have your own business?
Definitely not. I started off, I was at university actually studying for my law degree. Okay. And it was never really something I thought about. I don't think there's many teenage girls, especially when they're like 12, 13, that sit there and go, I really want to be an entrepreneur. It's never really a topic that's discussed amongst women. I think now it's a little bit different. And I kind of stumbled upon it when I was 21. And then I had the decision to make of being a lawyer or being an entrepreneur. And then it was being an entrepreneur because the finances just made sense.
Isn't that crazy that being an entrepreneur at 21 made more sense than being a lawyer? Can you tell me about how you fell into entrepreneurship and how you even, got to making that decision?
So I actually started posting online when I was roughly 19 years old. I had just come out of this horrible breakup. I genuinely thought this guy was like the love of my life. He ended up cheating on me. No. It kind of happens to all of us, And I stepped foot into the gym because I thought the gym was a place where I could really change myself physically. Because in my head, I was like, if a guy is cheating on me, surely I'm the issue. Which now, obviously, being 31, I'm like, I definitely wasn't the issue. But being 18 and vulnerable, you're a bit like, how can I change myself so that never happens again? So I went to the gym, I started working out, things started changing, and I started posting. And at the time, no one was making money posting online. Yeah. That was like 13 years ago.
It was like the kind of beginning of Instagram.
The cusp of it. So the cusp of when people were starting to become quote-unquote influencers. Yeah. Never thought anything of it. I was waitressing at the time, going to university, getting my law degree. And one thing led to another. And all of a sudden, there was women from all around the world who related to the story, who wanted to make a change. And then I realized, wow, there's something in this whole fitness scene. And no one at the time was talking about just working out to feel good. It was either you were competing to be a pro athlete, be a bodybuilder on stage, or trying to be a Victoria's Secret model. And there was just no one who was just working out because they didn't want to go insane. And so I realized that that was a whole market that wasn't tapped into. So I ended up getting my personal training qualification, and I built my first workout program on my university laptop. I posted it online, didn't think much of it. I was like, no one's gonna buy this shit, like what the fuck. Ended up making like £7,000, which is like roughly $10,000 in the first hour.
Whoa.
And I was 20 at the time.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh my god, this is it, like champagne popping, this is the moment. I rang my mum and I was like, Mum, I've got enough money to pay your rent, don't need to worry about it. And she goes, because she's Albanian, she goes, Krissy, just keep your feet on the ground. Like, here today, gone tomorrow. Save as much as you can, keep your feet on the ground. And that was the first, I guess, moment when I realized that I could do this whole entrepreneurship thing.
How did you feel like comfortable, sharing your personal life and sharing yourself? Even in the gym, I feel like it's really intimidating as like a young woman, like new to social media, to kind of like expose yourself to the world that way.
I think it's safe to say I don't have much of a filter. If you're going to put yourself online, it comes with the territory of opinions. And when you truly know who you are and what you stand for and your non-negotiables, it doesn't really matter what the opinions around you say. And so I was very selective with what I let into my mind. Because listen, people have said things that are so unimaginable and you would never say to someone face to face. I mean, you could probably relate to that as well, doing what you do. And because I'm so sure on who I am, it doesn't affect me like it used to, let's say even 5 years ago. So it comes with the territory, and being open about your life can actually really help someone with theirs. So nothing's really off limits with me. The only thing I try to safeguard a lot is my son. But apart from that, whatever you want to know, I'll tell you.
So that was your first $10,000. That was your first dip into, I can like actually like monetize this. This can be like my career. How did you take that $10,000 workout plan and build it into that over $100 million fitness like empire that you have now?
So that was Evolve You app.
Okay.
So I ended up selling over, I was making at the time from my PDFs roughly $60,000 a month.
It's crazy.
Just from the workout programs. And I realized that wasn't sustainable. So a PDF could be leaked, could be shared, and I didn't feel like that was a model that would sustain me for the next 10 years. So we were actually one of the very first fitness apps in the market for women by women. And the app actually ended up generating 10 million in the first year.
Wow.
And so we realized there's something here, something that women wanted clearly, and they could do in the comfort of their own homes. So yeah, I make it sound very simple, but it definitely wasn't. I made so many mistakes along the way.
How'd you find the right people to trust or to partner with?
Well, I didn't at first. I actually ended up suing one of the people I ended up being with, which I can't obviously talk about too much. But as a woman in business, the number one thing I can advise is ownership over your shit. Like, just own your shit. Even if you're fighting for it, even if some people might say that you're challenging or being difficult, like, your name means everything. Your community is everything. Your business and your ideas are everything. You need to own it. And so my number one lesson in business, and my first lesson with business, is not to trust and to always have things on paper signed for, so you know that you can sleep at night. You own it. You're in charge of it, in control of it, and no one can take that away from you.
Did you grow up with, entrepreneurs in your family?
Oh my God, I wish. No.
Like anything from like your upbringing that helped like shape how you think as a businesswoman?
I'm really lucky because I have such a beautiful mum, and she's been through so much, being an immigrant, coming from Albania to the UK, seeking asylum with my dad and my brother. But my mum instilled hard work in me, and she always used to say, you have to be the hardest worker in the room. And sometimes now that comes as a detriment to me, because I can't sit still and I can't enjoy life because I always feel like I have to do something. But she instilled that in me, and I really think that is an immigrant's mentality, where you don't have a safety net, you got to build it. And so my mum instilled that in me, but I didn't come from money. I didn't come from stability. I didn't come from a family that even understood how to do their taxes or what's the first stages of starting a business. So that was definitely a disadvantage, I would say, to maybe, let's say, my son, if he would now, as a young man, would want to start his own business, he would have me to fall back on and advise him properly. But the advantages is I had to like hustle and figure that shit out myself. So I guess it made me become the hardest worker in the room because I had no choice. So yeah, I wish I did have my parents who were a bit more business savvy, but they just weren't.
But I think that is like so important to who you are as like a person and a businesswoman, that mentality, that immigrant mentality. Like my family, they're immigrants too, and I feel like you're instilled from like a super young age, like you have to like build everything yourself, work really hard, and that's why, you know, you built such a successful business in life, I think.
I just don't think you have a choice as an immigrant. Like, in the sense of you don't have maybe some of the luxuries that other people have, especially coming into a new culture and a new setting. You have to restart your life. And I remember my mum and dad moving to the UK when they were in their mid-30s. I mean, I'm 32 this year, and the idea of getting my son and moving to a brand new, essentially, world with a new language, new culture, not even understanding the currency or the way of life, and having to rebuild my entire life at 32 is terrifying to me.
That sounds so terrifying.
Terrifying. And it's like, is my child going to be safe here? But surely he's safer than where he was before. So I think for me, I never appreciated that in my 20s. I became accustomed to my new life in the UK. But now, being a mum myself, I really appreciate what they went through to get me into the position I am today. And that's why, in a way, I have no choice but to work hard.
And do you think you kind of take that into the gym too, this like discipline and working hard mentality? It's kind of in every part of your world, whether it's business or fitness, or do you translate that into like your personal life and motherhood as well?
Moving my body is just not a negotiable. Like, it's my non-negotiable. It's something that is so instilled in my DNA and who I am, and it surpasses like any aesthetic that I would ever want. If I don't move my body, I literally lose my mind, and then I can't be the person that I want to be at work or for my family or for my partner. And it gives me confidence and strength. So it is hard because it's like one more thing you have to do in your list of things to do. But I kind of shifted that mentality and stopped thinking about it as like a chore. But I get to. Like, you get to honor your body through movement. You get to honor your body every time you show up for yourself. And no one can take that away from you. Not your son having a tantrum, not your husband or your partner wanting something from you, not your employees or your friends asking you a bunch of questions that you don't know the answers to. So before I can do anything for anyone, I have to fill up my own cup every single morning. If that requires me waking up early in the morning, yeah, of course I'm tired, but I feel better afterwards.
And as someone who life was always dedicated to fitness, what was it like mentally or emotionally, like when you like got pregnant and like went through postpartum? I know for me it was like, and I'm not like a fitness person, it kind of like changed the whole way I like view myself and my body and everything.
Oh God, postpartum. I never want to think about postpartum again. So thanks for reminding me of the trauma of it.
But I feel like
I'm joking.
You're a fitness persona. I feel like that's a lot of pressure because you put yourself out there. You're wearing your clothes.
Yeah.
You're displaying your life on social media. So it must have been challenging.
I think for me it was more I got frustrated. Because no one really talks about this with pregnancy, because I think women really want to tread carefully, right? Because a lot of women go through so much of their own personal experiences when it comes to trying to get pregnant, and pregnancy is so personal to them. And, you know, as a woman, you can only empathize with everyone's journey. My personal journey was I didn't particularly enjoy being pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, that's my journey. And I used to think that was so scary saying it out loud, but I found it really hard.
I mean, I feel like most people don't enjoy it.
They never say it. They never want to own it. They're so scared to be honest about it because they don't want people being like, you know, well, at least you felt pregnant or stuff like that. And I understand, but like my personal journey was, I found it really hard. Mentally, physically. I had preeclampsia. I had to be induced at 33 weeks pregnant. Wow. So my baby was premature. I'm also a working mum. Yeah. I was on planes every month. Didn't particularly enjoy that part. So as blessed as I am to fall pregnant and as blessed as I am to have my son, who is literally the light of my life, I found pregnancy incredibly challenging mentally and physically. And the gym was actually the only thing that made me feel some sort of normality. And I didn't go crazy. I did what I knew my body could. And also, don't forget, I'm a PT. So I could train myself safely.
Which is good, yeah.
Yeah, whereas a lot of women who maybe didn't have that prior experience might have found it really overwhelming. So the fact that they could even get up in the morning and move their bodies is exceptional, because pregnancy is not for the weak.
Yes. And then what do you, like, did you feel like any pressure for like bounce back culture?
Not really. I think we're kind of getting over that as a society. I think it used to be like a weird thing that maybe our parents dealt with. But I think my community is brilliant. They're super chilled and they're awesome and they're lovely, lovely women. And I think if anything, I put that pressure on myself, because I was like, I must look fit again.
Yeah.
But I kind of enjoyed the process of seeing my body change in phases. That was
it's
really
pretty incredible what a woman's body can do. It's like insane.
Yeah.
How is it being a working mom now with a toddler?
Leaving him at 2 weeks at a time is tough.
Yeah, it's super tough.
And I feel awful and I feel guilt. But then I realize that's self-induced. He has the best support ever. He's got his grandma, and I'm very lucky I have a nanny. And I used to get more shit about having a nanny than getting back into my old shape by women. And I think that's really sad, because mum shaming is very real.
It's so real. I mean,
have you faced it?
I don't think I've faced other kind of shaming, but I think probably not like direct, because I don't really talk too much about it.
Okay, interesting.
Or share too much about like my personal, like, I'll just share photos of him, but I feel like you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. Like, if you're like, oh, I have a nanny, or if I don't have a nanny or whatever, like, people are gonna like be mad at you no matter what you do.
I love my nanny. Yeah. I love my nanny. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. I think anyone who hates on nannies is the problem. Like, you tell women, hey, have a village.
Help. Yeah.
Have a village. Like, you need as many people around you, so you get yourself a village.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like historically people, like, the whole community, like, raised children together. I don't know how you could do it as like a single person alone. It's like actually impossible. And if you don't have like the support of a huge family around you, then like, what are you supposed to do?
First of all, I just want to preface by saying my heroes are single mums.
Oh my God.
I just want to preface by saying, like, they are doing the Lord's work. And whenever I meet a single mum who is also working, raising kids who are like pissing her off every day, I literally want to kiss her hands, because I could never imagine doing it. And I know how much they're going through, and I know how much they have to do it and be there for their children and put themselves second best. And honestly, even single dads, let's just not, single, you know what I mean? Single parents, full stop. I think I'm just speaking it from a mum's perspective. They are literally my heroes. I know people talk about other heroes, but they are my heroes. And so to me, that's why having my mother-in-law be there for my son whilst I'm working and running my business, and having a nanny who can help me, or even childcare, like, it's necessary, it's needed, and I don't ever think it should be shamed for or put down for, because to your point, in history you had a village. Yeah. And now you don't.
No, you don't. And especially if you're not near your family. I've such a newfound appreciation for parents and moms now being one. I was like, oh my God, like, when they say you sacrifice a lot, like, you don't even like realize
it. And your body goes through it as well, right? So weird. I always say to my partner, pregnancy is the most natural, unnatural thing that you do, kind of thing, because it's like you're incubating. And it's so weird when you think about it. So you're an incubator. Yeah. And then you're building all these new organs. Yeah. And then it's like, wait a minute, then I'm not doing that anymore. And then it takes a woman actually 2 years to recover postpartum. And that's something that's not ever spoken about. Yeah. Your hormone imbalance, even your skin changes, everything.
Like, every month it's like a new adventure.
Please, I'm tired. Yeah. And then on top of that, especially if you're online, it's like the shaming. And then it's like you can't escape it. So I think my best advice for any mum going through it right now is that you have to be really gentle with yourself. And you have to give yourself grace and time and patience, because that's what you would want to give your friend during this episode of her life. So you need to give yourself the same thing.
Yeah, and I have zero judgment for however anyone like wants to raise their kids. I'm like, you do you.
It's no one's business.
No. So just going back to Oner, can you tell us how you decided to shift into apparel, and how did you make that leap and grow such an amazing fitness brand? We were just talking about it earlier, like all the new pieces and how soft and chic and how amazing they are.
Well, first of all, I just want to say there's never been an activewear brand that's been founded by a woman that's ever hit $8 billion valuation.
Damn.
So
that is
alarming. I mean, I haven't hit it, girl. So but I just want to say, like,
you're close though.
TBC.
What was it? Valuation is different. You have like the numbers to prove it in revenue, and that's like really impressive.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is, like, why? Why has that never been the case? Why is it that the rise of women moving their bodies is increasing year on year? The rise of strength training for women is increasing year on year. We're finally getting equal pay across the board in female sports, and like we have women with legacy who have fought to pave the way. But there's never been an activewear brand that has been truly curated by women for women with the intention of women and hit an evaluation at that significant rate. And that to me raises alarm bells. And building Oner was honestly to raise a point in history. Like, that's the way I see it. It's like one of those things where let me be the first. And I truly think Oner will be the first. I don't know if I'm Doolally. And it's not even about the cash. It's about the point as to why has there never been an activewear brand where women are spending more money on activewear than men.
Yep.
And it is being built by men, never by women. And it's hit billion-dollar evaluations, but none of the activewear brands by women for women have. And there's that to me just raises alarm bells as to why. So building Oner to me is to build legacy. It's to pave the way for future women to do it. It's to also show that we want silhouettes and better styles and more fitting colors and more fitting fabrics that actually work for us as women. No piece ever goes live at Oner Active without me putting it on my body. Sure, my team might hate me for that, but at least I know it's fit for purpose. At least I know that if a woman is putting it on her body, she knows she feels considered and thought out for. So that's why Oner exists in this world, and the community we've built around it is truly exceptional, and the women that wear it just understand each other when they see each other wear it. And I just want fundamentally women to feel good when they're moving their bodies and actually look really nice as well. And I think we're achieving that.
I mean, I was going to say, what are your future goals? But those are like some pretty
I have some work to do.
Yeah. I mean, you've already achieved so much in such a short period of time. What do you attribute that to? Like your amazing community? The authenticity?
I truly believe, like, when you believe in something so much, like, I believe in Oner to the point where it hurts. Like, I dream about it, I think about it, I breathe it. There's not an hour that goes by that I don't mention it. I can't envision doing anything else for my life, nor do I want to do anything else for my life. This is what I choose to do. This is what I want to do. And I genuinely hope and pray that people see that. So when they invest their money into the thing that I build them with my exceptional team, because it's not me, it's a bunch of people behind me who are way more qualified to do it than I am, they feel considered. And our retention rate at Oner is like 85%. So we get 85% bounce back, and our return rate is 13%, and industry standards is about 35%.
Yeah.
So all of those elements, I think, gives us the confidence to keep on going, especially our non-profit. Like, we have a foundation called Project Power, and with Project Power, like, I remember reading a stat where it said something like 86% of young adults, like young female adults, hate doing any physical education in schools, and they don't have proper sports bras. And in my head I was like, this is so wrong. Why? And so I ran over to my general manager and I was like, we have to fix this. And she was like, babe, we have so many things we need to fix. This is the last thing. And I was like, no, it needs to be the first thing. So we spent nearly like $1.2 million within Project Power. We've kitted out 13,000 by the end of the year, 15,000 young teenage girls, activewear, so sports bras, legging, cover up. We have literally created a universal portal so they can log in, and they have like workout programs and nutrition plans. And you know, someone once said this is so performative, and I was like, even if it was, like, what have you done for teenage girls? Because what I know is that now they have a sports bra they can actually run in, or now they have leggings that make them feel good, or they might have a t-shirt that they feel comfortable in. And that, to me, whether performative or not, makes me happy and makes me realize that with a little bit of consideration we can create a load of impact. So that's what Oner is through and through, and that's what I think the legacy of the brand will be.
I mean, I think that's incredible, and I don't think that making an impact isn't performative. Maybe it looks great, but you are like helping people and changing people's lives. What's the hardest part of like growing and scaling your business?
Infrastructure. I would say hiring the right people is really tough.
Are you still involved in a lot of those decisions?
I'm involved in every decision.
How do you do that?
Every decision. I don't sleep. I'm involved in probably 90% of the decisions in the business. I have an exceptional CEO and I have an exceptional team of directors who honestly really care about the business and work really, really hard. I do push them. I'm not exactly chilled, as you could tell from this interview. I'm not a chilled.
You seem pretty chill.
Nope. My EA is like, she ain't chilled. But I don't want to be chilled.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not trying to be a cool, laid back founder. That's not who I am. So I'm not going to change it for the perception of others. But they are incredible people, and I love them very, very dearly. But it's taken a while to find these people, and it's taken a while to like build that trust. And they know better than I do most of the time. I'll provide an input, but if they're like, hey, no, we're going to do it this way, I have to trust them, and I do trust them. They're adults, you know. But things slip. Like, I mess up. People mess up all the time. It's just how we deal with those situations. But definitely infrastructure and hiring the right people has been the most challenging part of Oner's growth.
And do you find any challenges like keeping the authenticity and the community strong, like as you scale and become a bigger and bigger business?
Ironically, the bigger we get, the more involved I get in community, because my biggest fear is losing that.
Yeah.
Especially if you start getting acquired or you have investors that have come in. That's when things slip. That's when they go, we want more money, we need bigger profits, and then it's like some of the incentives then no longer become something that are a priority. And so one thing I've said to the team is that your core is your team, your people, and your community and product. Like, those are your three things that you cannot ever sacrifice on. Other things you can sometimes slip on, but hiring the right people and taking your time with it is crucial. Community incentives. We do free events every month. Like, we don't charge our community. We never would. And these meetups at a time cost us 35 to 40k a piece. Wow. And we do roughly 1 to 2 of them every single month. That's something we can't kill off as a brand, especially if I'm integrated in the business. That needs to keep going. And products, so like research, development, trialing, testing. So the integrity of that is really important. But yes, it might start to be a reconsideration when you get investors put into the business.
And you have a global community online, but where is your like biggest physical community? Is it the UK?
US.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 60% of our market.
And you've recently moved to the US. How's that transition been?
I've loved it. I like, put me anywhere. I'm, I can be anywhere you want me to be. I'm like a chameleon. But I'm really excited for a store. We're going to open our first store in New York City.
Oh my God, so exciting.
Yes.
Do we get to know where yet? Or?
Yes, Bond Street.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yes, so I'm super excited about that. I've been sharing a lot behind the scenes about that.
When's it opening?
Looking beautiful. Q4.
Okay.
So end of this year. Fingers crossed.
Amazing. I want to do a quick break for our diamond game, if that works. I see a beautiful ring on your finger. Is that an oval? Can I take a look?
Yeah, have a look. Here you go, my love.
Oh my God, I love... Did you design this?
I did.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a cool design. I love it. I've never seen... It's kind of like a under... like pave.
So I wanted two like bonds.
Yeah.
For me and my partner Vic, which is cheesy, but
no, I love
like
it. It's like a subtle. I love a little subtle detail. And
should I keep it off or we?
Whatever you want. If you want to try these on, you're more than welcome to. So basically, what we do is I'll show you 4 different style diamond rings. It'll go great with your coat. Yes. And you tell me like who's the girl that would wear this ring? Like, what's her vibe? Where does she live? What does she do? Okay.
Tell me. I love this.
Okay, the first one is this 5-carat elongated antique cushion cut on a simple gold solitaire.
She's a Utah babe.
Okay.
It doesn't fit my fat fingers. She's a Utah girl. Okay. I feel like she's like sweet, family orientated. She loves to bake. Okay. But she like loves to go to the gym and lift heavy, She's
hopefully
like
not
Jill.
with this ring though.
Not with any ring.
Yeah, no ring.
She has a dual personality, but she's like chilled. I feel like she's chilled.
I love it. Next, we have this fancy yellow pear-shaped diamond with pear-shaped side stones.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. You're making my ring look...
And it fits perfectly.
Oh, I'm going to need this. How much is this?
I can tell you later. It's like...
I love this. This is a fur coat babe.
Yes, I was like, this fits perfectly.
This is a fur coat baddie. This is a... She loves a dirty martini.
Yes.
Fur coat. Loves her girls. She wants like everything and anything that she can have, she will get.
I love
that. I want that.
Well, it could be yours.
Could be mine.
This is an oval, an 8-carat oval with pear-shaped side stones and platinum. That's an elongated oval.
Okay. Oh my God, doesn't fit me again. Pinky. Okay, this is big.
Yeah.
This is aggressive. Who is this person? I feel like this person has something like she I don't know. I'm stuck on this girl. I don't know.
This could
beautiful.
This could be like
tell me what you think.
I think it could be like anniversary ring from like a Palm Beach lady.
Okay. She wants a lot. Good for her. Why not? Damn. Yes, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's like a Palm Beach. Yes.
30th anniversary upgrade or something.
Show that to my man.
Okay, this one's a little bit different. This is a marquee diamond set in this east-west gold, like Bulgari ring.
She's a Tribeca babe.
Yeah.
She's in New York. Tribeca, cool girl, vibe, unique. There's no beige in her house.
Yes,
you know, there's no beige in her house. She likes things to be considered, and she loves a great coffee. Not a matcha girl. I feel like she's a coffee girl, you know. Loves art.
Yeah, I see that.
Sculpture, consideration. And she has a pair of zebra print pants.
Yeah, for sure. So spot on. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love this game.
Do you want to just wear this the rest of the time?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love this.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Nobody hates it.
I would be worried if they did. It's a them problem.
I play this game daily.
Did you think my vibe was right with this?
Oh, totally, 100%.
Shit, man, don't want to take this off.
Yeah, just let it rock. Okay, awesome. So you were involved in designing your ring, which I think a lot of people don't talk about, that most like couples like pick everything out together and design it, even with us too. Did you want an element of surprise, or like not really?
No, I hate surprises. Don't surprise me. I think if you're gonna wear something for the rest of your life, until you might get upgrades or whatever, you have to absolutely love it. And I knew what I wanted my engagement ring to be, and I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're such a control freak. I don't care, so be it, then I am. But he picked the diamond. But I showed him some references, and I said to him, I really just want it like stacked, gold band. And yeah, we did it together, but I didn't know when he was going to propose. I knew that I was working on the renders with the jeweler, but I didn't know when he was going to propose. And so when he proposed, that element was a surprise, but the ring, how it looked, wasn't a surprise.
How do you propose?
He actually proposed on a hike. It was that hike was where he told me he loved me. And so again, I don't really like the whole woo. Whoosh.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think because my life is so busy and manic, I like chilled.
Yeah.
So in my personal life, the more chilled, the better. So yeah, it was just calm. It was up the top of a hike. I didn't want to go on top of the hike because I was like, oh, if it's a bit long getting there, and he convinced me to get up there, and then he proposed.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. So you have many businesses, you have a lot going on, you have a son. What advice do you have to young women who like look at you and they're like, wow, she has everything seems so balanced, I aspire to, do what she does or be just like her?
Oh, I think anyone who thinks that I have balance or can do it all is a little bit doolally. Because I'm definitely not a balanced person. And
do you believe in like that word balance?
No, not at all. And you know what? Like, I want to preface by saying this whole notion of work-life balance is more than okay to have if that's what you want for your life. But the notion of being an entrepreneur and having work-life balance is a notion that you will not achieve. Things have to give and take. Sometimes I'm a phenomenal mum, and phenomenal mum, again, up to interpretation. But for me, sometimes I'm a phenomenal mum, really present, there with him, playing. Sometimes I'm a shit mum, where I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen him in a week because I've been traveling and I'm only FaceTiming him once a day, and that's really awful, and I feel like I'm not there for him. So that's got to take a step back, because there might be a fire happening at work or a really serious problem that I need to attend to, and it can't wait. So I think that notion of work-life balance, to me as an entrepreneur, doesn't exist. But what does is prioritization. So it's again that whole, what do I need to do right now in this very moment that requires my energy? For example, this podcast. This is important, so I need to be really present for you. So I can't be taking calls or texting and doing things. That would be really inappropriate. But when I'm with my son, that hour really matters to me and him. And no one and nothing matters more than that moment. But when I'm handling a problem at work that's quite significant and can have a negative catalyst, that needs to take a priority. So every job in the world has its pros and its cons. I think the one with entrepreneurship is sacrifice. Again, single mums sacrifice every single day. But the notion of me having everything figured out is an absolute no. Absolute no.
Do you have any productivity tips or hacks that help you?
I don't even have a diary. I don't. I'm the worst person to ask about this. I think I compartmentalize in my brain quite well, but I don't have like a huge Monday board or Yeah, I'm not that kind of girl.
Me neither.
Okay, thank God. All these girls
I can't.
and their
I mean,
calendars.
it takes like 20 years to like set up your Notion or your Monday. Like, I don't have time to set that up.
I mean, I know what I'm doing the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing the next day.
Yeah.
And like, again, I'm lucky. I have an EA. I have an incredible partner. I have support around me. But I don't have all these software systems. And no way. That's an extra job in my eyes.
No, it's so much work. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I feel like it is really refreshing talking to you because I feel like a lot of the same ways in terms of like balancing and like feeling like mom guilt when you really shouldn't, because I always have to tell this to myself too, you're building something to show your son and leave a legacy and show that you can have a business and work and still be a mom too.
Yeah. That's what people say to me actually whenever I post online like, oh, I feel like a shitty mum. They always message me, and this is going back to having an incredible community of women that are just like legitimately good people. They always say to me, you're building a legacy for your child.
And an example.
And I'd rather him see me doing this and maybe I miss something than him not seeing me do it, I guess.
Yeah. Or like you sacrifice your career and then you regret it later
or resentful.
Yeah. If you could go back and speak to the version of you who first found the gym during that hard chapter, what would you tell her now?
I would say to her, pace yourself. That word is a very predominant word. It's kind of getting instilled in my brain, but pace really matters. If you want to do something for the rest of your life, pace matters. Not everything has to be a rush. Not everything needs to be done now. So just slow down, because oftentimes when you slow down, you actually propel forward. So I think pace yourself.
Awesome. Well, this was really amazing. I'm so happy to have had you here. It was such an honor to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was awesome.
Thank you.